Good morning, guys. We are out and about. We were actually supposed to go by my language course thing that I have to start again because it's been a few months and they're like, yeah, you should probably go in order to be able to find a job because otherwise that stuff gets kind of difficult, but it's such lovely weather. I think yesterday was the first day of spring, I believe, 21st? Yeah? Was it yesterday? Yesterday was the first day of spring, right? Yeah. That's noticeable. It's nice. Unfortunately, the language course thing didn't have the administrative person there, so we couldn't actually go there and give the paperwork that needs to be given off. But since we're close to the city center anyways, and the stupid bell tower, we might as well just stop by Nerone really quick to see if he's open and we can get some coffee. Hey buddy, do you want some stängel? Would you like some stängel? For instance, those over there. Yeah? Let's play catch. Come! Come! Here goes. That's a little underwhelming, but it's the first one. Are you ready? There we go. Compared to Cass and Finn, Nara is a little more aggressive. Also, it's a lot harder to throw because I'm right-handed. But come. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Come. Oh man, you're so cute. Oh my god. That was a fail.
Yeah, he walked into it.
Yeah, he's a good catcher. Wow. We should play cat soccer.
He's a good goalkeeper, that's for sure.
We never actually watch the news. I mean, we don't really have TV. We don't have TV. We do have a TV and we would watch like YouTube and Netflix, and I think that's basically it what we watch on there. I know. So when we went to my mom's just now, she was like, hey, have you heard about Belgium? And we were like, no, sorry, not really. I've been on the internet and stuff, and Jurre's just looking into it.
Jesus Christ. So, about 3 hours ago, there was 3 bombs, I think, in total. 2 at the Belgium International Airport in, I don't know where it was.
The metro station.
Yeah, and the metro station of that. I think the airport is like 100 meters away from there. It's one of the busiest, like, connection areas because I actually have been there multiple times in the past. And apparently, ISIS has already claimed the attacks. Fucking cowards.
Well, they arrested one of the main terrorist guys, whatever, like 4 days ago or so, and they think it's connected to that. But wait, go back to that picture. Hold
This is the main hall
of the airport. It's completely destroyed.
It's kind of scary because normally this stuff happens far away from home, as you say. It's getting awfully close now, also with Paris before that.
I just wanted to say Paris is not that far away. We can go there by train in 2.5 hours now.
Yeah,
it's really
you can drive there
fast
really quick in 5 hours as well.
Yeah.
Like this stuff is getting really close to home, as I would say. It's scary because pretty much all bets are off at this point. What can happen? And I feel very, very sorry for the people who have to solve this problem once again because this is only going to make things worse.
Oh wow.
I feel bad for the people who have
and you've
to now.
Been there actually.
Yeah, no, I've been there at least 7 to 8 times, just traveling and flying as well.
I mean, you have friends in Belgium too, right?
Especially in Brussels. Like I have a lot of Jump Corps friends in Belgium, so I just hope that all of them are fine. Luckily, Facebook has turned on the feature where it says like I'm safe or something. So I hope that most people who didn't die on the spot don't, as well die.
Yeah. We actually got into a discussion in a live stream about like carrying guns and stuff. We won't go into detail now, but if you want to watch it, the live stream is still up.
It did kind of catch me off guard with the live stream because, like I said in the last time as well, I don't think that I should be trusted with my opinion when it comes to like certain political things. I already saw a fucking idiot, sorry for my language, talk about like guns would have prevented this. No. Gun versus bomb. Bomb will win 99% of the time. So the same for the thing in Paris, like that when they used machine guns,
I just wanted to say, you don't randomly start shooting at an airport just because you think there's a bomb. If you shoot someone and there's no bomb, plus it's at the airport, you'll be shot or arrested first.
Besides that, these people are cowards. They don't care what kind of tactics they use.
The discussion on Sunday actually started because someone was mentioning a guy with a hatchet in a convenience store or something in Seattle.
Got shot and died. I'm not sure on the spot or from his wounds, but okay, let's very briefly recap what we said.
That is different. My point was that is different because the guy was in there and you saw it and he was threatening people and whatever. It's not like that where also, you have there is nothing. There's nothing that announces it.
Something else is that I've seen multiple documentaries. I try to do my homework when it comes to these kinds of things, or at least understand like what's going on. And like we said in the last thing, we come from a completely different culture where we're not used to having guns all around us and accessible. Like for me, the only way I would be able to get a gun in my hands in the Netherlands would be if I joined a club, and those are very few in between, like anywhere. You wouldn't even know where to go for those things. If something happens, 99% of people who have a gun don't know what to do at that moment when that happens. So we talked about the stream where we were more advocating that people should get trained and learn how to handle a weapon regardless of if you want one or not, because it is more scary to have someone who doesn't know how to use a weapon than someone who doesn't have one but doesn't know how to operate one, because most people get injured or killed because someone doesn't know how to use a tool. Let's just call it a tool in this case. But yeah, this is just...
Well, you have to learn how to operate a car too. Yeah. I think it's like there need to be a couple of checks.
Yeah.
And you can kill people with cars too. And yes, not the cars kill people, people do. Like the guns don't kill people, people do. Technically, well, the bullets, whatever. It doesn't matter.
But besides this terrible thing, our thoughts go with the people who are trying to solve this, the people who now have to kind of figure out what to do next, let alone the people who have to clean up, because that's a whole different ordeal. If you have anyone who is in Belgium right now, make sure to check on them. I know it's kind of weird and late if the vlog goes up a few days later, but regardless, make sure you check on those people, because they could actually use some support, especially when something like this happens. It is awfully close all of a sudden. If something would happen in Germany, doesn't matter if it's an attack or something else, I would like to have people contact us to make sure that we're okay.
So I want to open the topic again because there was a guy last year, I think it was at Atlanta airport, and he walked in. Do you remember if he walked? It was bigger than a semi-automatic. It was just something ridiculously big. No, I don't mean he attacked anyone.
Oh, yeah,
it was just a guy who wanted to show that he has the right to carry his gun and walk into an airport. I think he was just upset because of his daughter, somewhat happened there. I can't remember. But I feel actually super unsafe if some dude like that walks in with a huge ass, whatever it was, and walks around just because he wants to show that he has the right to carry that shit. I feel threatened. I would shoot that guy if I would actually carry something, because I feel like that guy actually will attack someone.
I've seen those videos all the time, and like Texas, for instance, like definitely one of those places where like the NRA supporters are going openly with like automatic rifles and those things. Handguns I can accept as like a personal thing, that's fine. But going to places where you know people will feel uncomfortable and then having to have a police officer try to deal with it in the proper way, that is almost impossible. Can you imagine being in that officer's shoes, like trying to figure out if it's a crazy person with a gun or a crazy person with a gun who thinks that they can be smart about these things, like, oh yeah, I have the right to carry a gun, so fuck it, I will. That's not how you do things. I know that there is something, a thing is rights and you try to maintain those rights, but that's not the way to do it, I'm sorry.
I'm okay with sport shooting, where you go to a range or whatever, or biathlon, awesome. You know, target practicing, awesome. No problems with that, as long as it's a sport and the guns are safely stored, so nobody who has no idea how to handle them or wants to do stupid things can't reach them. Yeah, that's just my opinion. I mentioned that on the stream. There was a guy once who helped us with a piano, and he was carrying, and he had to show off his gun. And I was seriously feeling unsafe, not because of the weapon, just because of the guy. I didn't want that person to actually carry a gun. It was just scary. So you guys have seen us make pancakes, like European style, the thin ones. Not crab, they're a tiny bit bigger than that. I think, did you show it last night?
You know what?
The pancakes last night?
Yes.
So just watch yesterday's vlog, you can kind of see how they look like. American pancakes are like that thick, and Canadian obviously. So what was it? Canadians are unarmed Americans, to go back to the gun. Now we are talking about food now. So if you have leftover pancakes, European style, my mom at least used to do that. She cut them up and put them into broth. And this is how it looks like. Normally you cut them a bit thinner, but it is actually very delicious. Have you ever had that?
No, and I will probably never have.
That is true, you don't eat seafood.